friends, it's been a while since we've done a video. We were doing some interim testing, so we did not do a lot of math lessons, but we are back. It is beginning to look a lot like winter outside. There's snow. I don't know if you guys are sliding all over today, but I know I was. So we're going to jump right back in with order of operations, okay? And this is important. This will be important for years to come. This is something that you will use in algebra and calculus and whatever. It's always what way and what order do I solve a problem with multiple steps. So not 5 plus 5, but 5 plus 5 times 8. Do I add? Do I multiply? What do I do first? So we're going to go over that right now. So I made a little poster. Sorry, I used a bad color that we're going to go over. Before we do that, let's talk about our objective. Our learning target, objective, or I can, whatever one you want to call it, is I can use the order of operations to evaluate expressions. Evaluate is one of those words that we use, which means solve. You'll see it on tests, so I wanted to throw it in there just to get you guys familiar. So evaluate means solve or to do the problem, okay? So up here we got the order of operations. You'll see they're numbered, they're color-coded, numbered, right? And so let's just run through them real quick. The expression to remember this order is please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Class, say it.
Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
All right, and so if you ever forget what to do, you can say that saying and say, okay, please excuse, okay, please starts with the P, and then number one, the first thing you do in a problem is you do the parentheses. If there's parentheses, you do that first. Parentheses. Parentheses are the lines that look like this, okay? If there's anything in the parentheses, they go first. The next thing is exponents. Class, say exponents.
Exponents.
We have not dealt with a lot of exponents yet, but exponents are the little numbers on top of another number, such as this. This little number above the 8 is an exponent, okay? The third one, there's two of them. Not one is greater than the other, but multiplication and division. So multiplication, division, like I said, multiplying is not more important than division, and division is not more than multiplication. So which one do we do first, you might ask? Whichever one's first you do. So Dwight, for example, if you see 7 divided by 3 times 2, you do the dividing first because it's furthest to the left. Just like when you're reading, what one comes first? Left to right. So multiplication and division are number 3. And then number 4, these two are kind of similar. Addition and subtraction. Also, addition and subtraction are equal. They're not one higher than the other. All right? So addition and subtraction come last. So if we go back here, let me erase these real quick. If you see a problem like this, 7 times 2 plus 3, you do the multiplication first, and then you add, okay? All right, so those are the order we do things. Now, I'm going to do one giant problem for you at home that incorporates all of these things so that we can know what to do. So it's bigger than what you're going to see on the homework, but that's all right. We want to practice harder so that the other stuff's easier, okay? So, Dwight, can you get me over here, buddy? You get me over here? All right, so let's do this problem right here. We got, and I'm just making this up off the top of my head. We got 7 raised to the second power plus 6 times 8 times 2 minus 4, multiplication divided by 2. All right, big problem. Involving a lot of things. I see parentheses, I see exponents, I see multiplication, I see division, I see subtraction, everything. So we're going to do that right now. Okay, what's the first thing we do? Somebody raise your hand. First thing you do, DeMarcus, go on.
You do the 6 times 8 because it's in parentheses.
Parentheses, 6 times 8. So this is how we're going to do it. I'm just going to do it and drag it down, rewrite, do it, drag it down, rewrite. Neatest way to do it when you're doing your homework. 6 times 8. Who can tell me what 6 times 8 is? These facts are important. Parents at home buy those flashcards at the Dollar Tree. Amir. 48 is correct. So we're going to write an arrow, and we're going to drag 48, and then everything else comes down. The plus sign, the second power, the times 2, the minus 4, and the divide by 2. All right, we still got a big problem. All right, what is the next thing that we do here? Somebody raise your hand. Brian.
We got equal to 2 and 4.
No, not quite. Somebody else. What's the next thing? What's the next in line? No more parentheses. Dwight.
You gotta do the 7.
2. 7, you say 7 raised to the second power, the exponent. How do we do that? Class, this is new. We're not going to be doing a lot of that right away, but it's still good to know. 7 to the second power is the same on the right up here, Dwight, is 7 times 7. So 7 to the third power would be 7 times 7 times 7. So whatever power it's raised to is the amount of numbers in the multiplication equation. If it were 7 times 10, you'd be like, or 7 to the 10th power, you'd be like 7 times 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 7 10 times. Okay? Get that at home, rewind that if you do not understand. So we're going to do 7 times 7. 7 to the second power is what? 7 times 7. Somebody raise your hand. Let's take a whale at this. Shh, Jem here. 49. We bring that down right here. I'm bringing it down. A little shorter. We're running out of room. We're bringing it. Oh, that's a bad 9. We're bringing it all down. 49 plus, bring that down. 48 times 2 minus 4 divided by 2. All right. So now, what do we do next? We got to plus, we got to multiply, we got to divide. What do we do next, Dwight?
Multiplication?
Why do you do multiplication instead of division? Is it greater than division, Dwight?
No.
No, it's just the first one, right? So multiplication and division are on the same level, right, Brian? So that you just do whichever one's closest to the left. So, 48 times 2, that's a big problem. Now, I'm going to go over here, pretend I'm going over to my extra piece of scrap paper, and I'm just going to do 48 times 2 over here, all right? 2 times 8 is 16, carry the 1. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9, 96. Come back over here, drag it down, 96. Bring the 49 plus 96 minus 4 divided by 2. All right, what do we do next? Look, so this was step 1, 2, 3. Now we're on 4. We're running out of room. I gotta get rid of this poster. We're running out of room. What do we do next? Somebody raise your hand. What do we do next? Thorn.
Subtract.
No, not subtract. Somebody else. What do we see up there? Go down the line.
Addition.
Go down the line. Jamar.
Addition.
No. Multiply.
Is there multiplication left?
Addition.
Addition. Subtraction. Wait.
Addition.
What do we got right here, Jamar?
Division.
Divide. Divide and multiplication on the same level. We got divide, and this is the easy one. Who can tell me what 4 divided by 2 is? How many times 2 go into 4? Stinson. 2, twice. So 4 divided by 2 is 2, so I'm going to bring that down. You can draw an arrow if that helps. And I'm bringing everything else down. Minus. We're almost done. We're running out of room. Running out of room. We got 49 plus 96 minus 2. So what do we do? What do we do next? What do we do next? Dwight.
Add.
You add. Adding and subtraction are on the same level. Adding and subtraction are on the same level. So you do whatever comes first. So 49 plus 96. All right, it's kind of a hard one. We can go back here to our little section I call my scrap paper, and we can add that real quick. 49, 96, we add it. We get 9 plus 6 is 15. 1, carry the 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. Plus 9 is 14. So you get 1 final step. That was step 5. We're on 6 is the final step. 145 minus 2. What is 145 minus 2? 145 minus 2. Come on. 143 is our answer. People at home, thank you so much, parents. This is order of operations. You can go back step to step to step by just dragging that little ball. Make sure that you like the video and subscribe to the page for all your 5th grade Common Core math needs. We'll see you next time.